Day 3, Sunday. Q's AI.
Iris was in the Somnium earlier.
Yes, we saw.
An unidentified figure tried to stab Iris to death. And Date and Aiba...
Who is that figure?
Probably So himself.
True, he could imagine himself in his Somnium that way. Mr. Date's ego algorithm processed the figure into that particular image.
What are you people talking about? If you're quite done here, hurry up and release me.
So we just got done with the supposed killer's Somnium. So we gotta look around again. Different strings of characters and numbers continue to scroll on the monitor. This monitor is turned off. A locker. What I would get to be trapped in there with Rick. Again with this? Oh my god. Just the way that Date just says certain things.
I wanna beat So over the head with that thing.
I see. Apparently you need your dosage increased.
Dosage?
Again with the dosage. Many objects are scattered on the table. Does that be so? Huh? Binder. I open the binder. It's a map of Shinjuku. I don't know why I can't say it. A binder. A metal shelf. A CTR monitor. Is that all we got? I think that's all that's really here. A chair. You can see the psych machine through the window. Okay, that's good to know. This door leads to the psych room. Alright, Peter, what do you have to say? Peter looks the same as usual.
The subject of the sync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium. But they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear, after all. Even the subject of the dream themselves. I told you earlier that the syncer experiences the dream from the perspective of an observer. That is why the person creating the dream can appear within it. But perhaps they do not have an objective view of themselves, like a mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television. Rare for a politician, but not unheard of. He lacks that objective picture of himself. He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power. I find that quite powerful. To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God sees you is an ability many charismatic people share.
What the heck? What? What? Do you want to run that by me again on what exactly are you talking about?
Imagine the human brain as being made up of two elements: memory and algorithmic structure. The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic. It can output things based on the inputs it is given. To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer. Memory is like your data stored on a hard disk. The algorithm is the program. This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct. This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness.
Okay.
In short, it is your ego algorithm, what you call your mind. Recognition, cognition, consciousness.
Okay, so I want to like make a quick little step in on this, because there's actually debate on whether or not the mind actually exists and your whole entire brain, and if the brain and the mind are the same thing, if they're not the same thing, and all these consciousness and recognition or Conation. I can't say those words. Why can't I say them? I don't know why. But basically, my point being is that there's philosophical debate. There's actual debate over whether or not the mind exists. And what he's saying is with the assumption of that, and like we're diving deep into metaphysics. This is metaphysics on top of metaphysics, is what I'm saying here. Because whenever you start talking about the mind and how the brain works and everything like that, like that's what we're going on to. And just, oh man, so confusing. So very, very confusing. Personally, I don't see how anyone could think there isn't a mind, but there's debate for it. That's why I want to mention it here. Just for the simple fact. I forget what the general argument is for the mind of just like having the brain as its sole little thing. So like if your brain dies, your mind goes away or whatever the heck. It's something close to that effect, but this is how I remember the debate going. So yeah.
All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm. However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain. And we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness. However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it. It's far too complicated. But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it. You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven. The Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the sinker's consciousness. That is what makes syncing possible.
That's so weird. So basically they're using something that they don't know how to actually use as a means of making syncing work. This is just really cool because like it is going into like future science and whatnot, and just like, yeah, sometimes science just does not know how things work, but they work that way and they try to figure it out as they do more and more experiments. So that's a nice little like interesting thing in the sense that like this is probably set a little bit more in the future, but like not too much in the future to where like they know how the whole thing works and whatnot. So that's like really cool that like we have this sort of like background like world building situation going on. And I know like they explain they tend to explain like a lot, like that's just going to happen in the game the more and more like we dive into like certain things and whatnot. I'm sure the how does syncing work is going to be a long explanation too, but frankly I love that shit. So I mean like, yeah.
During a sync, the sinker's consciousness, or ego, is brought into the subject's somnium. They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it. At this time, the sinker's memories are left in their original body. Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain. The sinker's memories are the whites, which remain in the shell. The sinker, or rather the sinker as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium. But to be precise, it is not only ego. When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain. Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk. This is just like that.
So in other words, we, as sinkers, we could like slowly like get developed into that because we're putting ourselves into the actual like ego and whatnot, effectively making his brain dead. I assume that's what's going to happen if we go further into the syncing process. But also, even if we just have those 6 minutes of just like doing that, legitimately enough, we could only we could only like come out with a little bit of them too. That's kind of cool. So eventually at some point you won't be able to continue to sync because there's just too much of like other people's like own ego in yours. That's crazy.
He may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself. So, even if this figure is ambiguous...
It could be so.
Indeed.
Yeah, it could very well be so. I don't think it is so rightly. I do think he's entirely involved in the situation, but I honestly don't think it's so rightly. I think So is definitely involved in this, but that's about it. Okay. The boss is standing there. Okay, that's good to know.
Are you kidding me? You know that what we find in Somnium can't be submitted as evidence in court.
Oof.
Besides, we don't even know for sure if that figure was So.
You said it was.
I said that it's probably him.
Excuse me? I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
I mean, yeah, but like, you're stuck here with us, my dude.
No, nothing yet. They arrived a while ago, but that warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery.
I know. Iba, can you check to see if it's the Okiura we know?
Searching.
Okihira that we know?
I saw it on the monitor. Iba saving Iris as she was being stabbed. Of course, since you and Iba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date. But that was just a dream. It's not real. Saving her in Somnium won't save her now. I'm sorry.
Oof. He looks tired. The medicine hasn't fully worn off yet. It makes him a bit easy.
I didn't.
Are you planning on acting dumb all night? How did you know Iris was stabbed?
I heard it.
What?
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
Boss.
Oh no. Boss screwed up there.
It is impossible to determine now. He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
No. He still must have. He was in the warehouse.
But does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse?
And he knows who Iris is. So yeah, we can confirm that much, that he knows that we may have only heard of the stabbing, like honestly.
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m. Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you. I've been telling you I don't know anything.
That's impossible.
It is
I
impossible
saw
that he
Iris
knows
in your
nothing.
dream.
It's entirely
You
no.
have to have some memory
I
of
don't
her.
believe him that.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Oh my god. What if he has like a split personality? Because he very well could.
What were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
Reading a book at home. You can ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards. They will confirm that for you.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
Oof.
But they're like family to him. They're not above telling a lie to protect their boss.
Yeah, they're acting like Yakuza bits.
Date,
Totoro.
the investigation team is calling.
Oh, this is great.
This is Date from Abyss. What happened?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue. There's something we want to check. Is now a good time?
Sure, what is it?
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The one at Ariake? Warehouse District?
Yes, that's right.
Huh. Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's, not here.
What's not there?
What the
All
hell?
over the warehouse. We didn't find any bodies.
What? 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 Are you telling me the corpse just up and left? Is it because we saved Iris? Is that why? Is she somehow affected by the dreamscape? Cold storage warehouse. Sunday, 11:25 p.m.
What do you mean there's no body?
We looked everywhere, but nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
Oh, because she wasn't
Yes,
there.
I'm sure.
Oh, dang.
I saw it. I know I saw it.
Oh my god. He could
I
be
saw
like...
Iris's body with my own right eye.
Then perhaps someone moved the body.
Oh, this is good shit. This is good shit. Oh my god. He could be thinking of other things. Oh my god. I didn't even think about that. Like, he has illusions of whatnot. And he has dosages and just, he could have like... Iris could still be alive. Oh my god.
Between the time we left and CSI arrived.
No, there's another possibility.
There is?
What if she walked out? What's the other possibility? Sagan Residence, Sunday, 11:58 p.m. She is alive. What the hell?
Date?
Iris!
What are you doing?
What?
Barging in without ringing the doorbell? Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
Oh my god.
The world changed.
Oh dang. What the hell? Day 4, Monday. Sure, Police headquarters, Monday, 9:32 a.m. What the fuck?
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
It might just be you, my dude. Like, honestly. I'm in Iba's line of sight. Oh, the old woman's saying nothing else. Okay, time to look at everything. A deck clock. Oh my goodness gracious.
Under no circumstances are you allowed to look under this rug. Do you understand?
What have you got under there?
She got like BL Monk on there or something? Oh my god. She has a computer on her desk. Type it as, yeah, okay, same old thing.
You know, the kanji for chair comes out to strange mushroom. Makes me think of a man's strange mushroom, if you know what I mean.
Boss?
Seriously, is that the only thing you can think about right now?
I mean, she does have 4 husbands, so that makes sense.
I sleep with a different one every night. They're so fluffy.
Oh, body pillow.
Boss is a person I aspire to be, I'll tell you that much. She is someone I aspire to be. Yeah, we have to look at everything, because there's new dialogue each and every time.
That was out of nowhere.
Is that a no?
Of course it is. We're in the middle of an investigation.
What? You don't want to go night skiing on my bunny hills?
I will not allow such scandalous behavior.
I was just kidding. What are you, jealous?
She is jealous. She's a jelly AI. Skies, darts.
So the darts board has all these holes, and the tip of the dart goes in, right? It's kind of sexual, don't you think?
I do not understand.
What is sexual about it?
Oh
You
my
don't
god.
want to know.
Oh my god. Aiba doesn't know what sex is. Are you for real? Oh my god. You have like mass database to look at porn.
Happy birthday to you. That song used to be copyrighted, you know?
That's true,
But
it
now
used
it's
to be.
public domain and I can sing it to my heart's content. Don't you love it?
That is honestly one of the stupidest things that copyright has ever gotten was happy birthday. It's so annoying. I'm glad it's gone. I'm glad the copyright is gone.
Where should I put old Jack here?
I thought his name was Bill.
Yeah, same. The Bill saga. It continued. God, there's so much to look at. I just have to press it and then just keep going. Boss's friend Mario.
Money rained down from the sky.
What? Okay.
If only I could control you with a remote. Make you do this, make you do that.
What the hell? Boss, what are you saying? Okay. It's a volleyball. Got it.
I've been wondering, which balls are bigger? Yours or this soccer ball?
The soccer ball, obviously.
What is she? Does she have a ball fetish? Like, what the hell? Oh my god. Okay. I mean, she does have a Tanuki statue.
I can't believe it's not a raccoon.
What?
Yeah. It's weird that Tanukis are... Yeah, it's not a raccoon. It's a Tanuki. That's what it is. It's not a raccoon.
There's something about a man who likes his coffee black. Black coffee puts hair on your chest.
Does it now?
And somewhere lower.
I understand. You are referring to Date's leg hair. It is quite prominent.
My buzz. I love characters that are just legitimately like what's a sex? Like those type of characters. Oh my god, there's a shogi piece right here that we can barely see. Oh my god, I haven't got it all. I missed the shogi piece and I missed this broom thing before. There's so much.
Merry Christmas.
It's November.
Merry Christmas. Where's the Christmas Genji?
Consider it a good luck charm, so you don't drown when you sink.
Boss, some of these puns are terrible. Okay, so that's just a symbol.
Did you ever used to play with these rulers like a gun when you were in elementary school?
I don't know. I don't have any memories from back then, remember?
Oof. No memories. No. There we go. Just we have to do it again. Oh my god. We didn't get the mass. We haven't been getting the mass. There's so much stuff.
Grandpa. Answer me, Grandpa.
I'm really worried about her mental health now. Yeah, what are you doing with this grandpa bit? Oh my god, and the pendant we haven't got either. I feel like there's something new each and every time. We have found 4 new things here. Gosh, dang. Okay. Alright, good. We're slowly whittling our way down here. Like there's much else. Filled with whips? Why are they filled with whips? Are they filled with nays too? Chair. The boss's chair that she does not use.
Hey, Date, who's cuter? The Matryoshka or Aiba?
The first one.
I will carve out your insides and turn you into a Matryoshka.
She doesn't like it when you don't call her cute, Date. Just call her cute. It's not hard. She lives with you. AC vent? Oh my god!
I thought I told you to stop with the wolf whistles.
And I told you not to flatter yourself.
What? Why did she whistle? Oh my god. I love their dynamic so much. It's just too good. It really, really is. And she has like everything in the world, and I have to check it each and every time because this game just has new dialogue each and every time. It is this game's curse and its greatest asset. I hate it. Iva jumped out of my eye socket. She likes doing that here, doesn't she?
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating.
Oof.
Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris? Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscate building. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Oh, dang!
another connection to Renju.
Yeah, that Renju connection's going hard. What?
Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
True that.
It certainly is suspicious.
Okay.
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's a merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
God, there's so many things that don't add up.
Where did you go?
There's so many things that don't add up.
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct? It is possible she may have something for you by now.
I asked Moma for information too. I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Momoka can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
Okay, so we have 3 leads.
I would suggest searching the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
Okay. Alright, boss, what do you have to say? Boss is sitting on the desk, as per usual.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
True that.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
Oh, dang.
Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Boss's knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to. So, I'll like another little short tidbit into this whole entire situation, and something that has really affected my life, and I think it's a very good thing, and something that they kind of touched upon right now. The movie Dogma was created by Kevin Smith, and it was a particularly passionate project for him, and a lot of like interesting people like came aboard. And one of the people it was Chris Rock, and he was the 14th apostle of Jesus, and he was not supposed to be known and whatnot. This, of course, is just supposed to be like a make-believe sort of situation, just like, hey, this is Kevin Smith thinking about how things go about like his religion and whatnot, and Catholicism, because Kevin Smith is Catholic, or at the very least used to be Catholic, and he deals with this whole entire like religion status and whatnot. But I like the line that Chris Rock says in particular, and I assume that Chris Rock also believes in, and that's the fact that he said the apostle said that Jesus didn't like that people had beliefs instead of ideas. Having an idea is very easy to change, but having a belief is not. When you believe in something, it's harder to change that belief in comparison to an idea itself. And that's why people should have more ideas than they should have beliefs. And that's something that kind of stuck to my heart for like the longest time, and honestly really helps me get through a lot of the more spiritual side of things, of just like, this would be interesting if it was this way or that way. That's why I have a tendency to believe in God in a various amount of different ways, as if like a bigger subconsciousness, or perhaps as a younger woman, like it was shown in Dogma itself. Just these very interesting things that could be very well a possibility, or just something that our mind fabricates. The point is that it's an idea, and I'm not trying to make it a belief of what it is, just like, this would be interesting if it was this way, or this would be interesting if it was that way. And that kind of thing where you just don't believe in beliefs, or you try to believe in things that you want to believe in later on down the road, I feel is a healthy mindset and attitude in comparison. Just be like, no, this is how it is, that's how it goes, that's it. And I really don't like that mindset of just like not being flexible, because honestly, it's an important feature of the human mind and body to learn how to change, honestly. And we don't know everything in life, and it very much confuses me when people are like, nope, gender and sex are the same, and they have to stay the same no matter what, despite the fact that nature has a bunch of different things to say otherwise, and the fact that we could use drugs to save people's lives, as if that is not the intention of nature itself. When people get like viruses and whatnot, like this is not a possibility and such. So like, where do you draw this arbitrary line? So in all essence, it's better to have this idea of just like, hey, that could happen, so what if this could happen too? I'm sorry, this is like really like gone into the whole entire philosophical debate and whatnot, but suffice to say, I'm loving the boss more and more, because like I can relate.
Congressman Sejima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sejima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories, yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris. I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
I mean,
What
yeah.
was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
Okay, so summary.
There are 4 people I should talk to. So Sejima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of
5
investigation.
things.
Let's get moving.
Oof. Okay, so we should probably go to the Sagan residence to see how things are all together. And then, we'll probably, like... This should be, like, the last one, honestly. I don't think this fool's gonna be happy about us. So, Sagan residence, let's go! Whoop whoop! Sagan residence, Monday.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
Aw, that's sweet. A blooming winter iris. Supposed to be a sign of good news and hope. Then there's more of these things.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It
Oh,
was only
dang.
for 3 months, but
Huh.
I
Okay.
met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
Oh,
I
dang.
was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Oh, dang.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He
Aw.
had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love.
Oh my god. That's so romantic. I would love that. Oh
Our
my
second
god.
kiss was in the car.
What?
It's cliche, I know. But we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse, and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
Oh, dang, girl. Get it. Get out it.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then
Ooh.
on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make Okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an Okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic,
Oh my god, this is incredibly sweet.
but those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house, Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
Oof.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
God dang! Iris drew it when she was 12. God, this is so sweet. Oh my god, this picture gave me such a good story. Oh god. It is worth 1,000 words, ain't it? God, this game has just warmed up to me so much. Like, legitimately, that's such a lovely, just love story, honestly. I would love to see it in theaters or something. Plant. There are pineapples growing in the corner. That's what I thought anyway, but then I realized it was just a plant. Okay. A speaker system. A wooden shelf. Okay. Good to know about our shelves. It's a kitchen counter. Cross. It's a microwave. And then a refrigerator. This keeps food and drinks cold. That's good to know. A refrigerator. Whew. Okay, cupboard. There are a lot of dishes. A dining table. A bookshelf. There are no books in it, but it's definitely a bookshelf, as per usual. Like a ski resort with no skiers. The lights are off. Shoe fetish time. No! There's no shoe fetish time? That made me sad. Okay, clock. There's a calendar and a strange object on the shelf. Do we just never know what the strange object is? I guess. Steam is rising from the tea. There are some elementary workbooks on the table. But looking closely, one in the middle is different. Oh yeah. How to handle a mobster parent? A self-help book on the table. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Cushion. Door. So that's the back room of the door. I think we got everything. Did we? Yeah, looks like we did. So I'm gonna throw a long shot here really quick before we start going into more and more things. And I think that Date and her were an item 6 years ago. And the reason why she doesn't recognize him is because he's changed a bit through the coming years and whatnot. As a police detective and whatnot. And why Iris shines a liking to you. I really feel like that is the case here. That definitely feels to me like that's what they're inkling towards. Maybe not, but Iris is definitely there's something up with her. For sure. Hitomi is touching her right shoulder with her left hand.